subscribe.
The next installment of the Chronicles deck series is already upon us, and that is the Spirit Charmers. Another all-foil deck with some nice reprints, new cards, and new artworks as well is always very exciting, especially when you get to see those cards brought to life in the animated series, which I'll have linked in the description down below if you want to check that out. As always, if you want to see how to put 3 of these puppies together, subscribe and stay tuned to the channel, but for now, let's crack one of these open early thanks to Konami. If you hit this button, we might pull a Starlight Rare. It was not that long ago that we were opening the last Chronicles deck, yet here we are just a couple of months later with the Chronicles deck Spirit Charmers. I am a sucker for a structure deck product. You can't go wrong with another entry point into the game, you know what I mean? But yeah, some very nice cards in here that we shall get into in a minute, but first, we have a promo, a secret rare promo that could be upgraded to a Starlight Rare if we're lucky. But we also have a game mat. There we go, baby. We got all of our goofy little guys on our mat here. The Chronicles deck Spirit Charmers, all foil edition. Looks pretty nice. It smells great too. I promise you I'm not weird. All right, let's move on to the promo. Is it going to be a secret rare or a Starlight Rare? We have, looks like a secret rare. Yo, we got Hita, the Fire Charmer, the rarity bump to the alternate art that we are going to find in our deck here. Of course, we have 4 new alt arts and I believe 2 new cards. The new cards in here are also actually pretty cracked as well, like Search for, and you can fuse into the new boss monster, which sounds very, very fun. And we are about to see that in a minute. So let's get into the deck. We have Area, the Water Charmer, alt art right there. Let's go. We're gonna have our 4 favorites at the front here. We got Hita, the Fire Charmer, alt art that we did get the secret rare rarity bump of course. We have Win, the Wind Charmer, of course, in that alt art as well. And we have Ozza, the Earth Charmer, once again in alt art. It's cool because the art's like connected. Obviously, they're all meant to be in a circle, but yeah, it looks like the arts connect to each other, which is really cool. Now, for the rest of the deck, we of course have all of the Charmer support. We have Familiar Possessed Area, all once again in ultra rare. We got Familiar Possessed Hita, Familiar Possessed Win, and we got the Familiar Possessed Ozza there as well. And you can't have a Charmer deck without the Channelers. We got Area, the Water Channeler, Hita, the Fire Channeler, Win, the Wind Channeler, and Ozza, the Earth Channeler. Now, to the untrained eye, it might seem like we just went through the same 4 cards 3 times, but that's not the case. These are actually all different cards that all do different things. Moving on from there, we of course have our little familiars as well. Here we have a Gigabyte, Inari Fire, Ranryu, and then the Nefarious Archfiend, Eater of Nefariousness. We also have the retrains for the familiars here as well. These ones can be special summoned from the deck through their own effect, which is very, very interesting, very unique, and a very fun part of, you know, playing the Charmer deck because it takes people by surprise every time. Getting into a bit more of the generic cards, we have a Lord of the Heavenly Prison to, of course, protect the back row, and this is what I love in this deck. With the Fallen and the Virtuous Chronicle deck, we basically got a full set of Bystials. Here, we pretty much get a full set of the Horus engine as well. We have Imseti, Glory of Horus, Duamatef, Blessing of Horus, Happy, Guidance of Horus, Kebusenwef, Protection of Horus, and of course, we're gonna have the King's Sarcophagus in here as well when we get to the spells. We also have Fairy Tale Luna, an 1850 spellcaster. Why wouldn't she be in here? Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. We got Spellbook of the Grand Circle. Here's the new spell cards. Add 4 Charmer monsters with different attributes from your deck, graveyard, and or banishment to your hand. Then shuffle 2 cards from your hand into the deck. Just a search effect for 4 cards? That's crazy, man. But it gets even better because you can banish this card from your graveyard, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using Charmer or Familiar Possessed monsters from your hand or field. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when a monster is fusion summoned this way. So essentially, your opponent is going to be unable to respond to the on-summon effect of whatever fusion monster you're going to summon here. Of course, they can just respond to the spell, but if they have like an infinite impermanence or something like that, that's not going to stop this. Also, it's a spellbook card, so very searchable through the spellbook archetype as well. All right, we also have Spirit Charmers. I remember this from the last time we got a Charmer structure deck. Grand Spiritual Art Ichirin, Awakening of the Possessed, Spellbook of Secrets. We got some more Spellbook reprints in here as well. Spellbook of Knowledge, very nice. We love drawing 2 cards. Magicalized Fusion, of course, classic. Dark Ruler, No More, Sol and Luna, and there is that King's Sarcophagus as well to go alongside our Horus monsters. For the traps, we have a Possessed Partnerships, an Unpossessed, and the Angel statue Azarune to go alongside one of our Link monsters in the extra deck here. Here is the new boss monster, Charmers of the Grand Circle. So of course this is a fusion monster requiring 2+ Charmer or Familiar Possessed monsters, and you're most likely going to have at least 2 when resolving the spellbook of the Grand Circle. Getting into the effect though, which in theory cannot be responded to by your opponent if we're summoning it with the spellbook of the Grand Circle. If this card is fusion summoned, you can activate this effect. For each different original attribute used for its fusion summon, maximum 4, you can apply one effect from this list. You can choose the same effect more than once. Resolve each effect before choosing again. Some very unique wording there, actually. I don't think I've read anything like that before. First effect, this card gains 800 attack, so you can apply that 4 times and then it becomes very strong. Second effect is add a possessed spell or trap from your deck to your hand. You could search for, again, search for and then search for, dude. That's so funny. Third effect is return 1 card on the field to the hand, non-targeting. And the fourth effect is special summon 1 spellcaster monster from your graveyard. So you can apply the same effect up to 4 times if you really want to. You can do each effect once, you can mix and match. Actually a very cool card for the Charmer deck. And then for the rest of the extra deck, we have Aria, the Water Charmer Gentle, Hita, the Fire Charmer Ablaze, Win, the Wind Charmer Verdant, Ozza, the Earth Charmer Immovable. All of our Link Charmers here. We got a Quintet Magician that we can summon with our Magicalized Fusion. Can we summon this with a Spellbook of the Grand Circle, actually? In theory, we could. So I guess it depends on the deck build. But yeah, Quintet Magician being summoned through Grand Circle, unable to be responded to. When fusion summoned using 5 spellcaster monsters with different names, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. Very, very cool and strong card if you can bring it out. We also have the Zombie Vampire, easily summonable through our Horus engine in the deck here. We also have the Silhouette Rabbit, which is a very nice generic link too. Celine, Queen of the Master Magicians, allowing us to link up into the access code talker as well. So overall, a very cool and fun deck with, you know, a great lovable theme. The new cards are actually really strong as well, so that's going to be really fun to play with. Also, any deck that summons the Quintet Magician is just inherently really cool. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. Are you going to pick it up for yourself? You know, get yourself a nice little Horus engine at the very least. If you are going to be picking it up, remember to stay tuned to the channel because I'll show you how to optimally put 3 of these together and start playing with it. And with all that being said, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Adios.